Assalamu alaikum, myself Hasnat Ahmed. Today my chapter is 5 Devil and the Cross. In this chapter, we will just talk about Varinga and Gotoria. Varinga and Gotoria leave the cave during the competition lunch break. As we all know that Gotoria tells Varinga that he was born to a business tycoon father in Nakuru who wanted him to follow in his footsteps. But when Gotoria sympathized more with his father exploited workers than his own father. He was sent to America to study abroad and get the finishing skill necessary to be a tycoon himself. But Varinga then reminded Gotoria that she herself is also from Nakuru. And in the last, she asked who his father is. Out of a shame, Gotoria will not tell her. Shortly after, Varinga began to discuss with Gotoria about the amount of women that such tycoons, thieves, and robbers in the cave have ruined through their sugar relationship. Because we all know that Kenyan peoples were uh, suppressed by colonizer, and even they who don't even they who don't try just to do something for our rights. Their rights were suppressed by colonizer. And after that, Waringa was born in 1953 during the days of emergency and the Mau Mau uprising. As we all know that her parents were both detained from political reason by the time that she was two, so she went to go live with her aunt in Nakuru. As a young girl, Waringa had a good education and enjoyed going to church most of all. Despite grotesque imagery of the devil that inspired her recurring nightmare of the devil in the cross. After that, Waringa parents were freed in 1960, after which they moved back to El Morog, leaving Waringa in Nakuru in the hopes that through a good education she could free her parents from poverty. Waringa youth marked by her obedience and devotion to her school and church. Then she reached a turning point when she saw death for the first time. When after noon he saw a man who had thrown himself in front of a train and become completely obliterated by the train's force. Um, Began to feel an effortless life of wealth and luxury with the rich old man. She thinks that this is the true man for me, and then I will be the most luxury one. But after that, she think that old rich men when she has children, old rich men refute from their children that it is not mine. From this act she goes traumatized and she throw herself in a crater, but there was a man who saved her, and after that she tried another suicide, but finally she was also um, saved from this suicide. She commit two times suicide in her life, but after that she was saved. And if we just look to the analysis of the summary in this chapter number 5, Nagugi Wationgo is a poetal section in the novel that explores several important themes and advances the narrative. Here are some analyses that we can discuss in chapter number 5. The first one is economic exploitation. In chapter number 5, Nagugi Wationgo delves deeper into the theme of economic exploitation. How he shows the character, including Jacinta Waringa, meet in a bar and their conversation revolve around the oppressive capitalist system that exploits the working class. They discuss the labor struggle and unfair distribution of wealth. And the second one is gender inequality. As you all know that in chapter number 5, he discussed gender inequality through the character of Jacinta Waringa. A strong and independent woman represents the struggle faced by women in a patriarchal society. In this chapter, the male character in the bar engage in misogynistic conversation and objectivity of women. And the third one is he highlights the important theme in this chapter is resistance and empowerment. The chapter also emphasizes the theme of resistance and empowerment. The character Jacinta exemplifies resilience and determination in the face of adversity. She refuses to be silent or oppressed and seeks justice and equality. And the last one just shows us the social commentary. Chapter number 5 offers sharp social commentary on post colonial Kenyan and the broader African context. Gugi critiques the legacy of colonialism and neo-colonial economic system that continue to perpetuate inequality and exploitation. The chapter serves as a platform for Ngugi to voice his political and social conviction, highlighting the need for social change and economic justice. That's all from my side. Thank you.